Okay, I'm live. I've been having a bit of technical issues, you guys, with these live videos, and I don't know, it might be on my end, but I thought I made this public, and I just found out through the chat who, like, the people that found it, regardless of it being unlisted. So long story short, I had to start the video again. I'm gonna do my best here. In fact, I'm realizing really quick, I just need to copy and paste something. So basically I had to start again. So if I'm a little like, what's going on? It's because I was in the middle of my live Thursday video, had technical, Vanessa, you found me. I had technical difficulties, and then I'm trying to explain what happened. And then I was like, I'm gonna start again because this isn't working, basically. So it's not perfect, it's live. Welcome to my live video. Really quick, let me see if it's like up on my page because I'm live and it's public. It's supposed to be public and it's not there. Oh well, let me go to my live videos. This is so frustrating. My friend Vanessa's here. Oh, and yay, hi from El Salvador. Thank you for coming by. Okay, so it was there for you. Good, I'm so glad. So I just had to fire this up again. My goal was to start at 1:30. I went for a half hour, and my friend and I figured out this is not public. So I'm so glad you guys are able to find me. Really quick, my name's Alyssa Price, and you have found my channel, Super Calilistic. Thank you so much for taking a chance on this video. You probably don't know who I am, but I'm just trying to bring you as much of the Cali love, sparkle, joy that I experience here in California and spread it like pixie dust. That being said, these past 3 months in Los Angeles have been incredibly challenging, and some days I feel very little sparkle. So I'm gonna talk about like how I'm coping with like what's happening, and I just hope by like sharing honestly about my experience, it can somehow benefit you in what you're going through and affirm that we're not all crazy. Something is going on and it is really hard, but we can like work through it and try to be the best that we can be, okay? And if that's like getting off the couch for an hour, great. You know what I mean? Set your goals low and you will be happier, I swear. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to really, okay, there it is. It's up. Yay, it's working. And the sound is working. There's always something, you guys. Like, I'm always scrambling, trying to figure out these live videos, but people seem to like them, so I'm going to keep doing them. And for better or worse, even though I have like a ton of self-doubt about live videos, I love having control. I love editing, but sometimes I think I just over edit, and then my videos are like kind of impersonal, and I want people to feel like they can reach me, that they can chat with me, that they can talk to me like in the moment. Because a lot of times when you edit, I might be editing something from like 2 weeks ago. And as you know, things are happening so fast, especially here in Los Angeles, that a video from 2 weeks ago may be totally unrelatable. So here we are. Thanks for coming by. Okay, it sounds good. Okay. I love that Douglas is here from El Salvador. That is so awesome. I hope things are sparkly for you there. It's strange because in California, Los Angeles is such a different experience than like if you travel 30 miles north of Los Angeles. It's like peaceful, blissful, like the world is opening back up again. Like I was in Santa Barbara last weekend and it was like, yes, I was wearing a mask. You didn't have to, but now as of today, I think you do, because our governor of California, I think they're like, shoot, people are going out and not wearing masks. So as of today, you do have to wear a mask. Whether people are gonna do that, Californians, this is what people don't know about Californians, minus the fact that Los Angeles is experiencing more of a pandemic. Again, if you go outside of Los Angeles, Californians are fiercely independent. Like, you don't really tell us how to do things because we're like, we died crossing the desert and the Congo to get here. We're not gonna be afraid of a really bad virus. So I know it seems insensitive, but it's hard sometimes for my city friends to understand the perspective of a more rural area. And it's just really interesting, you guys. Like, I'm watching this from every angle, and being from California, but also living in Los Angeles. And there's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot of different opinions, and it's interesting. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my notes in here so I have them. I feel a little more on top of this video if I have a little bit of a plan. That being said, please feel free to chat. Like, that's what this is for. So don't feel like, oh, she's in the middle of a thought. And my friend Vanessa knows she has ADD. I don't want to mess her up. You're not going to mess me up. Whatever happens over the next like 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how this goes, it's how it's meant to be. It's about us. And if people watch the playback back, awesome. But if they don't, that's okay too. So feel free to chat. Also, I am going to put timestamps, and hopefully having those chapters will help people when they come back to be like, I just want to hear about like what she has to say about Pride Month, or I just want to hear what she has to say about, you know, how she copes with stress or whatever. And I can just like put those links in, and then so don't worry, derail me is what I'm saying. It's totally fine. So yes, thank you again for finding this video. I really appreciate it. And my goal is to make content that is a contribution. I don't want to just bore you or whatever, but it's a challenge because, again, I'm a smaller channel and I'm still figuring out what actually engages the people that have subscribed to my channel. And I've really been wrestling with this, especially over the last week, as I like try to figure out where to spend my time and energy. Okay, so suggestions are welcome. And people just left. They're like, ugh. When people leave, I've got to just let it go. Like, they're just, you know what? Maybe their kids are screaming at them. I'm constantly not watching videos because I don't have time. It's not personal. I want to watch the whole video. So yes, not going to overthink it. Okay, so in the video that I was making that now you don't know about because it was unlisted, I did go into Pride Month just a little bit because I'm trying to think like how I can contribute to this conversation. And while I think like rainbows and sparkles and unicorns are awesome, and I want to give like a huge shout out to like the LGBTQ community plus community for bringing so many like rainbows and sparkles and unicorns into my life, especially here in Los Angeles. I get that we still have a long way to go, and if we learned anything from talking about Black Lives Matter for not just the last like 7 years, but also the last 2 weeks in particular, more people talking about it, it clearly has a long ways to go, and that's why there's been such an emotional reaction from so many different people. So to highlight this, I was thinking, what can I say? How can I contribute to this conversation? My family and I, this past weekend, we were also not just in Santa Barbara, but the Santa Ynez Valley. And in Buellton, California, there's this beautiful park, and they have this botanical garden that the community and like the local students have contributed to. And there's this really magical spot called the Wishing Tree, and it's this beautiful tree, and there's paper and pencils, and people just write down their wish and pin it to tie it to the tree. So it's just really neat because I was thinking about, like, we hear all these wishes from the heart of all these people. We don't know how old they are. We don't know the color of their skin. I don't know whether they're a boy or girl, male or female. You just hear these like heartfelt special wishes. There's no politics. There's nothing involved that has kind of screwed up everything right now. Personally, that's how I feel. And my son was reading them, and I know, isn't that so, go Buellton. It's so special. Vanessa, have you seen this wishing tree? It is magical. It was my first time because my mom's like, you guys, there's this park in Buellton. It's new. You haven't seen it. You have to see it. And she was like talking about it like every 3 hours. And we're like, let's go see this park. And I'm so glad we did. I'm editing the footage from that park right now. And honestly, I don't think that many people will watch it because unfortunately, I just don't think I don't think nature is trendy. I think a lot of people are wanting to get out into nature, but on YouTube it's just people want to see like mansion house tours, or like look how big my closet is, or look how many things I threw away out of my closet. Like everything's kind of extreme on YouTube. So sometimes I'm like wrestling with like making these videos and I'm like, but who's gonna watch it? I spent like 10 hours editing it, you know, anyways. But it's really, really special, so I am going to make the video. And it's a beautiful park with this botanical garden, like I said, and this wishing tree. And my son, I was listening to the playback as I was editing, and he's reading wishes, and it's really cute. And then I hear in the background, my mom is reading a wish, and you could barely hear her, so I might put in subtitles. But she said, I wish for LGBTQ marriage everywhere. And listening to that over and over and over again while I'm editing this week, I thought that was like a really neat little story about like, yeah, that's an important reminder, because here in Los Angeles or maybe in San Francisco, it can seem like, well, yeah, it's no big deal. Like there's plenty of friends I have that are like gay couples and this and that, but I'm not really dealing with the day-to-day that their community is dealing with, that it's not even legal in some places to have a different sexual orientation, that is something that will brand you or even have legal repercussions or what have you, like you don't have equal rights. So I do think it's really important not just to celebrate, but to also think about like our role, and like just, you know, even if you just take 10 minutes to like take time out to think about where someone else is coming from. I don't think it should be heavy. I think part of what so many of us are struggling with is like, so many of us have like our hearts are in the right place, and right now it just feels like anything I do is just going to be perceived as like I'm not in touch with what's going on in the world or whatever. So many things, Vanessa, to talk about. But I just wanted to share that little story because I thought it was so beautiful, and it was such a good, important reminder that, yeah, it's not legal to be, you know, of a different sexual orientation in some parts of the United States, definitely in some parts of the world, even punishable by death. So I think sometimes it's easy for us to get really out of touch with where we're at on that march towards being more progressive, and I am having such a hard time with politics right now too. I'm pretty much, I feel like my new stance is I'm publicly apolitical, because I really hate that if I wear a mask, I'm a Democrat. If I don't wear a mask, I'm a Republican. If I believe it's safe to go to the beach with my family, people ask me if I'm voting for Trump. Like, none of it makes sense to me how politicized all of this is, and I think we're all doing our best. And for me personally, I'm kind of just ready to say, like, I'm done with politics. Like, whatever I do, whoever I vote for, that's personal, and it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. And I'm just done with everyone seeing everything through these extreme lenses. It's kind of driving me crazy, to be honest with you, and it's really hard for me. Okay, so that's that. And then I also got in earlier to like why I'm making this video, because I just want to be support to so many people out there. I know, like I said, I might look like I'm so sparkly, I've got my makeup on, I'm ready to go, I've got this day going, I showed up, but the truth is, it was like a journey of, hi Raleigh, did your alarm go off? Do you want to say hi?
Yes, I'm 270.
Ooh, I might need to give you some insulin. Do you want to go get your pink bag for me, please? Could you do that for me? Yay! Jumping on beds is awesome! Hey, Raleigh, could you go get me your bag, your heart bag? Your love bug case, please? These are my notes. Do you like my notes? I'm organized. Isn't she a cutie pie? Honestly, excuse me, you guys, she is our unicorn. She has type 1 diabetes and celiac disease, and yet she is just such a go-getter. She is so charged up and happy, and is just an inspiration for me to see her. Like, she knows that she has these two diseases. She knows she will have them People have lost their damn minds in LA. I know, Kate. Thanks for coming by. People have totally lost their minds. I agree, and it's really frightening. Okay, so, and by the way, I don't know if, yeah, 277. Hi, Mom. Isn't her tie-dye dress so amazing? It's her favorite because it's rainbow tie-dye, of course. Like, what a perfect pattern for Pride Month. My goodness. Anyways.
Pride?
Yeah.
Pride.
It's standing up for people's rights to love whoever they want to love. Maybe minus a horse or a dog. Like, that's not cool. Okay, so, sorry, but that's just the world we live in, isn't it, ladies? So weird. Anyways, hi. Ooh, this video is for adults. I just want to reiterate that. It's not for kids. I happen to have a 4-year-old. I happen to be a stay-at-home mom. They're in my videos. If that's a problem, I don't think it is, because so far I have not had any issues. I make it really clear more than ever that these videos are for other adults. I'm talking to adults. I happen to be a mom with kids that she has underwear on, I swear, that don't know anything. They're just like, wee. Okay, so Raleigh, I need to give you insulin. Can you not? No, really though, you are in a live video, so please go put shorts on or don't flash the camera, please. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cut that out. Okay, so I need to give her some insulin. Like I said, she has type 1 diabetes. It's getting dark in here, isn't it? What?
I have a dress on
that
goes
help?
all the way to my feet.
I know, but when you go like this, I have shorts on, you're showing us your underwear. I'm an adult, so I can show you my underwear, which brings me to like another kind of topic that I want to talk to you guys about. Oh, thanks, Kate.
I think.
Oh, thanks, Kate. She
What
said
is
you're brave for speaking, period, right now. LOL. Honestly, I'm a YouTuber. Like, I have to say something. Like, I can't not just say what's going on, and I've got to keep it real in true California style. That's literally what my channel is. So for better or worse, here it is. I also have like a unique perspective, I think, and Kate, you share this with me because, so my friend Kate, who's here, she's from Santa Barbara, so, and my mom is in the Santa Ynez Valley, she's in Los Alamos. My friend Vanessa is currently in Utah, she's here, but she grew up in the Santa Ynez Valley, so all of us know, real California, that Los Angeles is 14 million people, so it's really the only voice you hear outside of California. However, there's a lot of other people living in California that don't necessarily agree with what popular opinion is in Los Angeles. And I think a lot of people in Los Angeles don't even agree with what the popular opinion is in Los Angeles. So it's right now is a very polarizing time because for whatever reason, people think they know. Woo, woo, I love you too. Right now, people, especially in LA, think that just by like what you say or do, they know who you are, and it's all through a political lens, and it's so dehumanizing. And yeah, I'm like, enough's enough. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm just done. I am going to be safe. I'm not reckless. I have done everything the CDC has told me to do. I'm not going to feel ashamed anymore for, you know, what people might think about me. Yeah, I'm just going to keep doing my thing because I don't have any reason to feel ashamed. So yeah, that's that. I think if anything, also another reason I think Pride Month is such an important time to reflect and talk is because if anyone can teach you about not feeling shame and being your fabulous rainbow unicorn self, it is the LGBT community, because they've had to just keep doing their thing even when people are really hating on them. So yeah. All right, so all right, I need to, you know what, now that you're bouncing around, maybe you could just bounce around and I don't have to give you insulin until I'm done. Let's see. I might just let you bounce around because, I mean, if this is true. I have friends who are in the same boat and won't discuss for fear of being ostracized. Yay! Honestly, I don't think anyone is, like, I'm not saying anything crazy. Like, I'm pretty moderate. Like, I'm not going to talk about my politics, but I'm pretty middle of the road. Like, I'm not extremely anything. So I feel like if I couldn't just say like let's all be unicorns and rainbow and like let's all be unicorns, like I think then we have bigger issues. So I really think that people are like overly afraid right now. And the truth is, I was talking to someone else about this because like I'm so concerned about my message. I'm so concerned about saying something that will like make this video invisible and no one will get to see it because of like censorship or whatever. But the truth is, the people that are spreading like things they should not be spreading and saying things that maybe are hurtful, those are the people that don't care. They don't care. And then like people like us that have like really good solid hearts that are trying to do our best,
I sent you
we
a
feel the
talking
shame and the
message.
pain. What?
I sent you a talking message.
A talking message? Oh, on your phone?
Uh-huh.
Fun, Raleigh.
You want to hear it?
Okay.
I don't know how
Wait,
to
just
do
a
it.
minute. I want to see something. I think you guys can hear and see me. I just want to double check. It says that it's live now. Let's see if I can go to this link because I just want to see. I'm being distracted by something.
Now, how can you do a talking message?
I don't know how I lost the page.
How can you
there
do
it
a
is.
talking
Okay.
message?
Wait, just a minute, Raleigh. I'm trying to get organized. There's a lot happening. There's the video. There's my notes. I'm like one of those people, if I have too many windows open,
Mommy,
I can see and hear. Yay, same, but people are severely overreacting about everything anyone says. We can see and hear. My mom, thanks for the confirmation that you can see and hear. And yes, Kate, I agree. And that's why, like, I just left, you guys. I shut down my Instagram. I shut down my Facebook. I'm still doing YouTube because this, like I said before, is my small business. It's something I really care about. It's something I pour hours of time into. And so I'm not going to give up on me. And I almost feel like the conversation on YouTube is so much healthier because you get so many different perspectives. And I feel like people aren't trying to like hurt each other.
My talking message?
Like YouTube's done
Mommy,
a, what?
Look at my talking message.
Oh, where is it?
You have to see it.
Okay, are you bored with your videos? Is that what happened? This
bored.
always happens, like right when I do a video, my kids are like, play with me now. Duh, this is the hour I need you. You're bored with your videos. You're probably bored with my video because I'm talking about adult, boring stuff. I was just gonna say, like, I think YouTube's done a really good job of controlling, like, the trolls on. I think they had a head start on this because when I started in 2000, you guys, I've been doing this since 2009, which is wild. It's over 10 years ago. The trolls were like out of control. That was lame. Okay, anyways, so they were really nasty, and I think YouTube over the last 10 years has spent so much energy like making sure that YouTubers like me feel safe to say what they want to say, and they're really, really supportive of diversity, for better or worse. You can kind of find everything on YouTube, and they really are committed to creating a safe space where I think Facebook and Instagram have not taken the measures to make it a safe, productive, enjoyable place to be. And then I think Twitter thrives off of like natural disasters and big like horrible things happening because it's like a news outlet. So I think that's why Twitter is also like a really horrible, like if you want mental health, like limit the amount that you're on Twitter. Like, yeah, Raleigh, you're talking over me and I can't see your talking message because I'm in the middle of my video. So could you maybe watch your show like for 20 more minutes? I'll wrap this up. I've got a lot of things I want to talk about today. I do this once a week.
Just see my talking
I don't know how. I can't. I'm in the middle of a video. I can't click out of it. So here, yeah, can you... Here, take this with you. Bring it to me if you get a high alert or a low alert, okay? Thank you, baby. And of course, my husband is like nowhere to be found. It's the 1 hour.
I'm
1 hour.
272.
I know, I'm okay with that because I don't want you to go too low during my video. So I'll give you insulin when I'm done, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thumbs up. She's giving me her. I love your thumbs up. It's the best. You want to show me your thumbs up before you go?
No.
Okay, no. Okay. All right, that's what I need to do is like tell her, oh, it's about you, and then she'll leave me alone. She'll be like, I don't want to be in your video. Ew. I only want to be in your video if you don't want me in your video. That's mom life. Oh, thanks, Vanessa. You were quick. Someone must have said something stupid and you were quick. You're on it. I love it. Thank you, Vanessa. Okay, so you got my back. So many things happening at the same time. I can do this. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my outline. Yeah. Okay, so next, I don't even know if any of this has been clear. I'm only on my 4th bullet point. Ladies, I will get you through this. My mom's like, yes, you can. Okay, thanks, Mom. All right. Okay, so the next thing I think is probably the most important when it comes to mental health, spiritual health, whatever you want to call it. I'm a little self-conscious because my mom is a certified life coach and I am not. I am just one person with an opinion and I'm trying to help people by sharing my story. So I feel like I'm going to get a phone call from my mom and she's like, so when you said this, technically, she's seriously amazing. So Mom, maybe I'll put a link to your life coach like thing in here because she is so good. Basically saying I'm not worthy. I have not done like countless hours of schooling and certification and da. So I'm not an expert, but, and you can chat, Mom, if you have like a little set yourself free and have your own wisdom. Thank you, Mom. Oh shit, I'm gonna start crying. I just cussed too. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. See, I don't care about sharing like my experience, but I'm pretty sure cussing is not advertiser friendly. Like they're like, no. Okay, so set myself free. Mom, you're awesome for giving me that freedom. Okay, so isn't that amazing? Like one person that you care about can say, set yourself free and trust your inner wisdom, and you instantly feel more powerful. Oh, Vanessa, I love you. Yeah, you're right. No one's mom loves them more. I am lucky and love you guys, or blessed, or whatever you want to call it. My mom will tell you how hard it was to be the awesome mom that she was and is to this day. But I reap all of the benefits. So, Mom, you're everything. I know the sacrifices you made for me. I love you. Okay. So, I want to pass that along to my viewers. Did Raleigh just call? She probably called you, Mom. She's on her phone. She has a phone for her type 1 diabetes. So the freedom that my mom just gave me to follow my inner wisdom, I want to pass along to all of you watching this video, now or in the playback. Because the truth is, this is just my own take on what I'm experiencing. But whatever you're experiencing is valid and doesn't need to be like validated by me or confirmed by me. So I think that was so beautiful that my mom just gave me that amazing gift, which I clearly needed because I almost started crying, but that's not what this is about. So I'm passing it along to you. And if nothing else, I think that is such a great gift that we all need right now, because we're being told from every angle that we don't know what we're experiencing, that we don't know the truth, that we can't trust anybody. And reaffirming that message that we all have a source and we all have inner wisdom that we can rely on is a beautiful message. So thank you, Mom. My video's over. Bullet points? Who needs bullet points? Okay, but I am gonna do bullet points because I am type A.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi.
I sent you a message.
Thank you. Did you just call Gaga?
Uh-huh.
Mom, do you mind if she calls you so I can get through this? Do you want to call Gaga? Do you want to FaceTime her? No. Okay.
I sent you a message, and it's really nice.
Thank you. I can't wait. Did you not want to watch your videos?
No.
You don't want to watch iPad? What about if you brought your iPad and just played it right here?
No, I want you to see my message.
But I can't see so what happens is when I'm doing a video, my phone, It is nice. She just sent it to me. Okay, Mom, maybe Mom, you can, yay, trolls. Maybe Mom, you can send the message to, sorry, there's so much happening right now. Like, YouTube. Okay, so maybe so Gaga can type the message in the chat and then I'll see it. Does that sound good? Now, could you watch your videos for 20 more minutes? Which it's gonna like turn into an hour?
No.
Okay, so, and Daddy's not here, right? Of course he's not. Is Daddy here?
I send you a love you message.
Oh, I love you too, always.
And Andra's going like this.
Uh-huh. Beautiful, Raleigh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. I love you, Mommy. You always give me time to play. Wait, I'm going to read it here because it's long. Oh, wait. Where's my chat? Ah! Where's the chat when you need it? Shoot. Why is the chat not showing up, guys? Of course, there's no chat. Seriously? Okay. Oh, wait, there it goes. It's loading. Chat is loading. Why is it not? It was loading. I've been having also a lot of issues with the chat.
Did you see my message?
No, because the chat
I heard
is...
you say.
I know I started to read it and then it went away. Wait, this is a mess.
Because it's too long. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You don't apologize. You're okay, Raleigh.
One.
Is this the right video? Can I save it while I'm live? You guys, this is not my day. I was so committed to this video. I was on top of it. I had an outline. And the live chat isn't there. Seriously, I am going to. They've also been moving chat around. I wonder if it's because it hasn't processed yet. This doesn't even make sense to me. Oh my gosh. It's unlisted again? No. It's public. I'm gonna go crazy, you guys. It says unlisted again. Why would it default to that? I started a new video. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, here, got it. Okay. All right. Someone just left the chat because they're like, what's happening? This girl is freaking out. Okay. Someone's gonna get me. Like 100 people in the world somewhere are gonna get me, and then it'll be worthwhile, right? Okay, so I love you, Mommy. You always give me time to play, and I love the bath bombs in my back, or you get up, and I want every day to be a mother-daughter day. Wow, Raleigh, you wrote that? How? You guys...
I didn't voice it.
Oh, I was like, you guys, she's 4, and as far as I know, cannot read or write. But she knows how to use the voice activation, whatever, the vocal. Like, I can't even use that thing, and my kids know how to use it. Okay, so, let's all breathe, shall we? Okay, all right, so, I'm back, and in the minute I'm back, my awesome tiny human's gonna come back in. Okay, so, who wants school to start again? Remember school? Yeah, and I'm in Los Angeles, so I'm pretty sure school is not gonna start again, so I'm preparing myself for that. All right, so this is the most important point, finally getting to it. Be honest about where I'm at emotionally and physically, you guys. I'm gonna stretch because that reminded me my bones are creaky. Yeah, I'm getting older. Funny that she was talking to me so I didn't hear anything you said. Thanks, Vanessa. I feel like what I gave is normal. Don't throw rocks, but I loved you and something. Okay, so yes, I really okay, so you can't do this without admitting when you're angry, when you're tired, when you're depressed, when you're disappointed, when you're sad. when you're, whatever, like all of those things. Last night I couldn't sleep. I was upset. I was anxious. If I don't admit those things, not just to myself, but to you, A, I'm living a lie. B, I'm just putting a Band-Aid. I'm not, like, you have to really say, like, this is where I'm at. It is okay to not always be like this. That would be crazy. So, yeah, so I think that is the first step, and I think it's so important, and I think more of us need to say that to each other, because a lot of times what happens, and I am guilty of this, we watch other people, we think they have it all figured out, and then we get down on ourselves for not being that way. Right, Vanessa? Amen. And so I think in sharing where we're really at and being brutally honest, I swear people will still love you. I swear they'll still want to watch your videos. Solar eclipse on Sunday is making my sleep pattern screwy. Thank you, Kate. I have a feeling that I needed that. I needed to hear that, because if my sleep patterns are screwy, my phone tells me about it because it's psycho, and I start to feel like something's wrong with me, that there's people out there that sleep and they get, like, they have a healthy sleep cycle, and for some reason I don't have that figured out. And it's like, it's endless, you guys. It's endless, the amount of things right now you can tell yourself you're doing wrong. Like, it's dangerous. And especially because we're not even meeting up. Like, I'm going to Kate's tomorrow. Honestly, Kate, nothing is stopping me. Don't be surprised if you can't get rid of me for like 24 hours. I need to see another human being, and my kids need to play with other kids so bad. It's becoming a health concern. So if you guys are thinking I'm exaggerating, here in Los Angeles, we are in day 98 of quarantine. Authenticity is so attractive. I'm sexy as hell. Yes, 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 right? And so I'm going to keep going with my bullet points because I think all of you totally get what I'm saying. Now I'm going to get into the things that I came up with in my own meditation on, like, how I'm coping and trying to share with you guys what I'm doing. And this is a huge one for me. We're so excited. We need to exchange to boost our immune system. Yes. Yes, I agree. We need we're human. My mom's always saying this, like, we need each other. We don't work when we're isolated. We just don't. It's not healthy. Okay, I almost just said something really controversial. I was like, ask people in North Korea, like, don't do it. Don't go there. Like, be a human. Okay, so, like, the damage is real. Okay, so, this is a big one for me. Isolation kills. Yes, it does. Yes, authentic connection. Yes. You guys, I'm just gonna say it. First of all, I'm a comedian, so comedy and YouTube don't mix, because I will start to say things and do things that I am so clear. Yes, tomorrow it is on. I'm so clear that will A, make me really unlikable, or B, people will think I'm serious and, like, hate on me or whatever. So I get it. I get that I'm not the demographic that succeeds. Whatever. I'm letting it go. Okay, so this is a really big one for me, and it explains, like, my Disney obsession. I truly believe the imagination is so powerful, and I think that it's a really important tool for coping. The reason I say this is because my daughter has this amazing imagination. It's been really hardest on her to be isolated. She hasn't had a play date this entire time with someone her age until tomorrow. And it's interesting to watch how she's coping. And one of the things she's doing is she'll, like, set up a beach scene in our living room, like, complete with, like, a towel, and she'll have a flashlight, and it's the sun, and she'll have her umbrella, and she'll put suntan lotion on. So part of my preparation for today's video, you guys, I'm literally wearing a bathing suit. I put on sunscreen so I smell it, like, sensory, and the whole thing, because I'm like ready for the beach. I'm not going to the beach. However, I believe that I feel better having taken the steps of pretending that I'm going to the beach, because, and I learned this through my acting classes, your imagination is so powerful that you cannot tell the difference, like your brain cannot tell the difference between something you imagined happened to you and something that happened to you in real life. You can tell yourself it didn't happen to me, but that's why I'm really careful about like the media that I consume. For a long time now, I tell my husband, like, if something's gratuitous in its violence and like also scary, like I used to watch scary movies, now I have a harder time with them because now I understand how my brain works, and now I understand that it's constantly programming based on what I'm taking in and what I'm imagining. And so to think that that media or any of it, yes, doesn't have an impact, you're wrong. I'm just going to be bold, a non-expert saying that everything you take in, whether imaginary or real,
I sent you a
be
video.
bold. Thank you. I can't wait to watch it.
I can't wait.
Is affecting your mental health. So, for example, and why I bring up Disneyland, why Disneyland has become so important to food. That's my next category. I'm going a little bit slow today. Yes, thank you, Kate. So really quick about Disneyland. Why Disneyland's so special to specifically me and my daughter is because when we go, she's not a child suffering from why can't I think of the word? Like, not only are they diseases she'll have her whole life, they're life-threatening. 2 life-threatening, incurable diseases. Not only, when we walk through those gates and we walk into that fantasy, she's a princess, she's a mermaid, she's whatever she wants to be for the day. And that's an experience that I want to reinforce. And what we're learning now in quarantine is we can't go out and do those things, so we're finding ways to ignite our imagination at home the best that we can. She's a really important reminder to me because I don't think I would be engaging in imaginary play if it weren't for her. But she reminded me to put on my bathing suit, to put on my suntan lotion. Even my husband was like, "You smell good. I love that, smelling like the beach." Like, it changed his mood, you know? So I might sound like crazy to say like set up a beach scene in your house, but it works. So I think imagination, I also think we have the gift of trying to explain the divine is all coming from our imagination. Religion, someone told me once that a religion is the greatest creative act. And I totally believe that. Burn sage. So for me, I'm allergic to sage, but yes, for those of you that aren't autoimmune compromised, burn the sage, do it. Okay, so Kate was right. That's my next thing. Eat well, drink lots of water. So in past weeks, I was drinking alcohol. Look, I'm still drinking alcohol. On Monday night, I had a killer quarantini with my husband. It was awesome. However, I am drinking a lot of water because it's such a simple, this sounds so generic, but it's such a simple way to feel better is to drink like a ton of water and to eat well. Just, it raises your vibration, and I sound like, so many people say this, and I feel like it's one of those things you just have to experience it for yourself. And by the way, eating well and drinking water and all of that is going to look different for every person. So don't feel bad if you down a bunch of cookies or you do whatever you need to do. Everyone's doing it different, and everyone's on a different journey. So I'm not here to make you feel bad about your eating. I'm here to just say, you know, if you're interested in feeling better, drink, just pound, like honestly, on a bad day, I'll just start pounding water, or I'll just start juicing vegetables because I'm just like, I need that vegetable juice more than ever. Like, it is like kind of like this healthy drug, I guess, in a lot of ways, and I'm okay with that. So, yeah. And by the way, Kate, I have you to thank because she's the one that was just totally preaching it up. And I think it's hilarious too that the last time you really inspired me to start juicing, we were sitting at Disneyland eating like a sausage and cheese pizza, and we're talking about being vegan. So it's like, look, you guys, this doesn't need to look a certain way. This isn't like team this or team that. Like, I think we just need to be done with all of that and just be like, just support each other and being the best version of ourselves that we can be, and however we can support each other in that. So if that means today instead of a black hoodie I wore rainbows, then go Alyssa, you know? Okay. And also that's why I referenced Anne Frank, because I've been thinking about her a lot. And while my situation is nothing like hers, God forbid, it is. Raise your vibrations. Yes, I'm all about that. And so hopefully my channel, I find people that get the raising your vibrations is like a real thing, and I swear, and we can do it. And yes, it's not linear. No, it's not. Kate, you need a YouTube channel. We can collab. That would be awesome. Okay, so you've seriously, between the women here that I know right now, there's so much wisdom, and so many of you have helped me come to all of these, like be where I'm at today. So thank you so much, because I do believe that we are all in this together. We're not just like my mom's always saying, like, because my mom's like really has a very high vibration, literally high vibration, and she's always saying, like, I'm not special, like everyone can do this, everyone has, like, she's like, if I can do it from what I came from, like, you can do it. So I do think we need to keep lifting each other up and encouraging people. It's science. Yeah, it's totally science. That's true. Okay, so doing something physical. That's my other bullet point. Here's the thing. I don't like being physical. I hate the gym. I don't like sports. I did grow up dancing, so my thing during quarantine has been doing Just Dance with my kids. And thank God my kids do it with me, because I think I would have a hard time doing it alone. So I've even posted some of the Just Dance videos, and honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna keep posting them because they're so random, but we have a lot of fun doing it. It gets me physical, and I'm not thinking about it. Like, I'm not the type of person that can just like lift weights or do sit-ups, and like I am wanting to like tighten up my abs and do that kind of thing, but I've been very on the fence about it, because I also love the message that I see in the world right now about body positivity. So like I'm really wrestling with, like, do I do Chloe Ting's ab workout and get like rock hard abs for my bathing suit season, or do I just celebrate that I'm a middle-aged woman with, like, you know, some slightly curvy, like, I'm a small person, so it's not like I can say like I'm plus size. I'm me. Like, I'm me, and it's like, I think as women we want to see like someone like that's like us before we'll do it. You know what I mean? So I like keep looking at all these videos. It's like I feel like I can either be like overweight and have body positivity, or like rock hard abs and showing off my workout routine. And it's like, where do I fit into all of this? And that actually makes me think of something that's on my mind, which is I was at Target with my mom recently, and it was so much fun because we were just shopping for fun for the first time. For me, it's been about 4 months of just like going shopping for fun in person. And for us, the two of us, we figured out it had been 7 years. Mom, I figured it out. 7 years since we had last maybe been in that Target. It was a Target in Santa Maria. It's the Target I grew up going to. And my mom was so floored because they had this campaign. It was amazing, right? It was so much fun. I told my mom, like, I just need some shop therapy. Like, maybe that makes me an old woman, that's what I need, but I need that. And nothing's going to stop me. I'm going to go in there with my mask, and I'm going to just roll through and look at clothes. There's no dressing room, so that was a little bit of a hiccup. But I just stood in front of a mirror, and I had a blast. And I didn't buy toilet paper, and I didn't buy groceries or toiletries. I just had a blast with my mom shopping. It was so much fun. And my mom was floored because of their ad campaign. It was a body positivity ad campaign. Have you ladies seen this? It is so amazing. I love what they're doing so much. So there'll be like a woman, it was like all ages, all colors, all sizes. So it's not like, you know, either or. It's like you can have dark colored skin and be like a rounder, more voluptuous woman next to like a 60-year-old woman with white hair that's skinnier and, you know, Caucasian or whatever. And they can be sitting next to each other, both proud and beautiful and celebrated. So it was like such a smart campaign. I'm guessing it was definitely a campaign by women. And my mom was just like, I never ever thought I would see this in my lifetime. Like, it was like she was raising kids and, you know, doing all of that in the 80s where it was like there was just one body type. She's like, yes, never seen it in my life. She was just like, she was floored. Like, she was like, this is not like anything I ever thought I would see. Like there was one woman with impetigo all over her body and she was beautiful. So I think what I'm seeing that I really, really like, and I think it's ad campaigns written by women for women, is like, we're all beautiful. Every shape and size. Now, I'm on YouTube and I want to do my Target haul and I want to maybe even try on my bathing suits and I'm like, I can't. Like, I just can't. Like, or I'm thinking about doing like, oh, I need to do more abs. So it's like seeing it and then applying it are two different things. And I see so many women struggling with this. It's like, well, what is it? Is it like, do I get the perfect body because that's what people love and what I feel better doing? Or do I just completely celebrate every single flaw on my body or what was perceived as a flaw and celebrate it as what makes me beautiful? So it's like, I just feel like so many things are happening at the same time. My brain is like busting, like a spring is coming out. So I am struggling with that personally, trying to figure out where I am on this spectrum and like knowing that if maybe like I show more skin or I'm perceived as like hotter, I will get more views. That's a fact. I think so many YouTubers really know this and try to like use that to their advantage. I just found Kelly Stamps. Everyone's talking, like she's on YouTube. She's blowing up. You know, she got 100,000 subscribers fairly quickly for a YouTuber. She's really smart. She's really funny. She's very petite. So she has her own body type and she acknowledges that, you know, I'm not the typical YouTube maybe type, but I'm doing it and I'm successful. She even said in one of her videos on like how to make a successful thumbnail, she said, you could see a little bit of my body. That's gonna help. She's the first YouTuber. Are you guys still there? I'm moving into my kitchen because I think the signal is better in my kitchen. Excuse me while I make a lot of production noise. Like, of course, you guys, of course. And there's 0 people here because it got totally disconnected. Seriously, This is YouTube where I have to like give myself a lot of grace because I feel like, right when I feel like it's getting going, there's some kind of issue. Thank you, Vanessa, for still being here. So in my window, it says 0 people are here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go grab yay, you guys are here. We are here, we are here. I love that, what is it, the Lorax? No, what is that with it's the Dr. Seuss one where they're like, we are here, and they're like chanting it as loud as they can. It's such a good movie. I'm gonna go grab my laptop and move everything. Yay, now YouTube's like, oh wait, there's 3 people here. I'll be right back. Okay. Computer flying in. Okay, here we go. Somehow, against all odds, this video is happening, you guys. You ladies. Okay, I'm gonna walk around this way so I don't hit the camera. Okay, fired up. All right, let's do this. Oh, and then it's an error. So look at this. My computer is like straight up saying that it's... I'm going to refresh the page. All good. Okay, and sound is working. Before I get back into this. Water. I'm going to drink lots of water. Honestly, I have found that if I have a container I love, and this sounds so cheesy, I'm more likely to drink more water than if I just put it in a glass. I find it to be incredibly boring. Okay, it's really pixelated. This is why I believe in net neutrality, because I swear it's really hard for us small peeps out there, okay, to keep our channels and everything running. That's just me. Okay, so YouTube's great though. I do think like it's a platform available to more people. And as much as I might feel like my channel's not growing as fast as I want it to grow, I love my yes, I love your Hello Kitty thermos too. It is so adorable. And my goodness, you guys, it was really overcast when I started this, and it's just, the sun is out. It's just beautiful today. So go environment. That's another thing I've been getting out. I didn't list this as one of the things on how I've been coping, but I've been getting out into nature. I think a lot of us have more time to go out into nature and explore the world in more rural settings. And my goodness, isn't this planet beautiful? I mean, it is just stunningly beautiful. And there's a lot of places I'm going with my family where it's not crowded, so you can feel really, really safe. And it's just, you have to see it, I think, because I keep making videos about these places that we're just rediscovering in California, and it's just like the videos just don't do it justice. You know, like I try my best, but my goodness. And it's available to everyone. Like unlike Disneyland, which I'm aware is very expensive, even my husband's like, we're not doing the annual pass again. We've done it once now, and of course it's this year. And I will be surprised if I convince him to do it again. So we'll see what happens. Like my videos and subscribe to my channel. If I can like make a case for it being like a part of my work, then maybe, but otherwise I think we'll be making lots of beach videos. But like anyone can go to the beach. Like it's available to all, you know, so anyone can go to the mountains. Like yes, you need a car, so there's that, but I mean, I guess you could take the train. Anyways, I digress. But getting out into nature is definitely one of the coping strategies that I did not put here, but I'm going to share because I'm looking out at this beautiful, almost, it's summer basically. It's summer solstice on Saturday. The strangest summer solstice ever, but it's summer solstice on Saturday, and it's just like, oh my goodness, let's celebrate the sun. Let's celebrate this gorgeous, beautiful planet we're on. Like, as far as we know, there's not anything else like it, at least in our solar system and or universe. So yay for us. Got to keep perspective. Okay, so yeah, so my next thing is oh, one of my friends was trying to join, but I'll talk to her later. Okay, so put your phone down. Like we all talk about this, but it's so hard to do. And like to the point, because I edit on my phone, so I'm on my phone for hours and hours on end, to the point where I get like eczema and calluses. And so like I might put my phone down at 1 a.m. when I'm like just finally like I gotta stop editing, I've gotta get some sleep. And I will make a point of like telling myself, okay, in the morning, don't pick up your phone until after you have your coffee. Or, you know, I'll like make these agreements with myself. And to be honest, it's actually really hard for me to do this because my daughter does have type 1 diabetes. So I do have to like constantly look at my phone to check her number, like before I give her insulin or just to make sure she's safe. So it's been an interesting thing to balance. It's not as simple as just like I can't go on a retreat where I don't have a phone. Like unless my husband, yeah, Vanessa says I've been doing that too, or trying. Yeah, I mean, even just to try, you guys, or like, you know, mark off a part of your day that you're not going to look at social media or whatever, because I think it was you, Kate, if you're still here, I don't know. I think you were telling me that it's like 30 seconds, was it on Twitter or something, can completely shift your mood. So it really doesn't take much, and then we do it for hours and hours and hours. Like I do it too. I just reloaded Instagram on my phone. I think I probably spent 30 minutes yesterday just scrolling through. I mean, I loved it. I loved looking at everyone's posts and getting up to date. My husband just came back in, so I'm distracted. Hi, is that you? Yeah. Okay, you can walk through. I had to move in here because I was having internet issues, and I got interrupted a lot, so I'm a little behind schedule. But thank you for hanging out and being here, you guys, because even just doing this has been such a mood shift for me, so I hope it also helps you. Let's see. So yeah, that's something that I'm committed. Declan got a haircut! Do you like it? Okay, go put it in the trash. You can do that. It's his first haircut in like, what, 3 months, 4 months? That looks good, buddy. Did the same woman do it? Yeah. Yay! I love her. Oh, I love it. It looks so good. Wow. He's getting so grown up. You guys, he's going to be 8. Oh, Gaga said you look handsome. He said, aw, thanks. Such a sweetie. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to do, and this actually was a suggestion on something I read on YouTube. When I go on vacations, currently what I do, because I'm I'm a busy stay-at-home mom who has a YouTube channel that doesn't make any money. So how I do YouTube is when we go somewhere like really cool or fun, like I'll just try to like capture some kind of like document some footage. I don't make my family say anything or do anything. There's no production like value per se, except I have a decent camera on my cell phone. So I'll just like get whatever footage I can, and then later I'll try to make sense of it. So that's kind of what you're seeing in my travel videos or what have you, because I don't want it to be too invasive for my family, but I also want to share my Super Cali life with you guys. So that's what I've been doing. But I realize that whenever I go on vacation, it becomes a chance for me to produce a video. So like, as opposed to just showing you me cleaning the house, which I have been having to do during quarantine, like I need to make videos, so I'm trying to figure out what works. But normally, instead of like, you know, just me talking to you, I want to share these experiences with you. But I'm realizing rarely a moment goes by that my mom can attest to this, that I don't like whip out the camera because something visually really cool is happening or we're seeing something really cool, and I'm not really taking time out for me to just turn everything off. So, and I thought this was a really good suggestion. I read a good way to approach this is like if you're going, say, like on a 3-day vacation, just shoot, like make a schedule and stick to it. So like maybe there's 3 hours one morning, I wake up early, I document where we're at and what's so great about it, and then the rest of the time, no matter what's happening, which is hard because Jesse and I always joke, like, I'm a camcorder dad from the 80s. Like, you know, the dad that always had the camcorder that needed to record everything. Like, I'm the camcorder dad. Like, I see something cool or beautiful or cute and I want to record it. I know it's a thing. That's just who I am. So it would be hard for me, but at least I wouldn't feel this pressure to get a video out of, like, to make lemonade out of lemons, basically, and like just get something. So like if like my mom and I are planning to do like a 3-day kind of like, let's just the two of us, because I haven't had a break from kids for 7 years, if you're wondering why I might be a little cuckoo. It's been a while. So her and I are talking like, wow, my husband's working at home, like let's do like a 2-night, 3-day sit by a pool. And if I want to make a video about it, I could just schedule that time and stick to it. And then the rest of the time, be free to just lay by the pool. And my mom would love that because she's like, thank God you're not filming me. We can just sit here and talk. I know, Mom. I know it's annoying. My mom's such a good sport. She's pretty much the only person that has just come to terms that I'm constantly filming her. And she's like finally been okay with it. Where like my kids and my husband are like, yeah, no. And if they say no, I'm like, okay, you know. So thank you, Mom, for being my like involuntary, or my, is it involuntary? My reluctant cast member. But anyway, she's very photogenic. So it's, thank you. Thank you for making my videos better and not complaining. Okay, so that's a tip that I read this week that I think is really helpful. So I hope if a YouTuber gets to this point in the video, that is helpful for them if they're like me and a total camcorder dad. I want to call it like video mommy, but it just doesn't have the same ring. Okay, so okay, now I'm just gonna get real about some of the things I suffer from. Okay, I suffer, and I think a lot of us do. I suffer from compare and despair. Love it. You made me, like, I think what she meant to say is she never notices the camera. Like, I'm super covert. Like, I won't tell people I'm filming because I want it to be really real and I don't want people to feel like put on the spot. So I'm like I'm sneaky with my cell phone, and she knows. She's like, I didn't even know you were filming. But that's why I feel like I want to get videos that feel like you're really there and it's not like acting or like we planned it. So anyways. That's what I do if you want to check out my travel or my like lifestyle videos. Wait, Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. I think it's hard when you're typing, like, spell check is wackadoodle, you guys. Like, sometimes I'll put in a word, it is spelled correctly and it is the word I want to have, and then it'll like change the entire word, and I'm like, that's not spell check, that's like telling me what I'm trying to say, like, stop it. But I know that people like those features. Oh, she says, you're over it. Oh, you're over it. Yeah, whatever. I think people still say that. I feel like so much of slang just never went out of style, you know? My slang is definitely stuck in probably like the 80s and 90s for sure. Like, have you guys heard like young women, instead of like the F word, they'll say like fork? Like, and I start saying it, I'm like, it just doesn't have the same ring. Alyssa, you're not 12. You can't say that. Like, you can't use the word fork in any context that is cute and funny. Like, have you any of you noticed that? I'm noticing that. Yeah, it's like you kind of get aged out at a certain point with some slang, you know, you just gotta let it go. Although I noticed, Kate, I don't know if you're still here, but you pick up a lot of fun slang from your teenage kids, and I feel like maybe your teenagers kind of make you like feel like in the know and a little more relevant again. So when my kids are like doing that, maybe I'll pick up some of their slang and it'll be authentic. Okay, so compare and despair. I heard someone else talk about this, and I definitely suffer from it. I have to really be aware of it because I like to gather information and then make decisions. But what can happen is I start to compare myself to all of these people and try to see like how I'm like them, how I'm not like them. Suck was a new one for me from my child. Yeah, we would say that, huh? Or like I remember when my brother was saying things like bull, like bull. Do you remember that? Like when he was really little? And we're like, what are you saying? Yeah, or yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I feel like now that's just like a part of the vocabulary, you know. You were probably like, what does that mean, guys? So yeah, the compare and despair, and I think the way that we all like visually gather information right now, it just kind of lends itself to that, like comparing body types, comparing what we're eating, we're drinking, we're wearing. You know, for me with YouTubers, like, you know, what camera angles they have. I mean, I analyze everything. That's just how my brain works, and I'm trying to constantly make my videos the best that I can make them. So I'm constantly learning and educating myself, but a lot of times I might be comparing myself to like someone that's nothing like me. So it's like, why would you do that? You know, but it doesn't make sense. We just engage in it, and then next thing we know, we're depressed or feeling like a nobody or that no one loves us or whatever it is. So if I start to notice this happen, I have to actually start to tell myself, this is what you're doing, and kind of treat myself very gently, like be kind to myself, give myself grace for doing it because we do it, and it's like I don't want to get down on myself. I just need to acknowledge that I'm doing it, and hopefully, you know, maybe just shut it off or do whatever I need to do to try to reset, you know. Easier said than done, but that's something that happens, so that's one of the reasons I try to turn off my phone. And then also procrastination. Anybody here a procrastinator like me? Yeah, I'm like major leagues procrastinator. In fact, I look really productive on this channel, but sometimes I wonder if I'm producing all these videos nonstop as a way to procrastinate on other things I should be doing, like paperwork, bills, cleaning out my garage. Like, I'm just way too busy editing to do any of those things. So I'm a procrastinator. It's why our house can get really messy in 2 days, because like my husband is a procrastinator, and procrastinators don't put things away. So yes, I'm a procrastinator, and when things happen, like world events, like here in Los Angeles, it was really kind of scary. There were peaceful protests, but there were also riots and looting, and it instantly derailed me. Like in a 24-hour span, I went from like being very productive, excited about my videos, to like feeling defeated and feeling like I couldn't produce any videos. But it also could have been a form of procrastination. So I have to be really aware of that. Like, what did I say I'm gonna do versus what am I doing? I think I'm feeling really down, and I am, like maybe emotional, But like, is that stopping me? Yeah, you feel all of that. Yeah, I think so many of us do. Like, I think we're in this like giant mode of like, I mean, I will walk outside, and I'm sure you guys have had this experience. I will walk outside to like walk my dog or whatever, and I'll look around and like no one's out and it's quiet, and I'm just like, is this really happening? Like, have I really been in quarantine for almost 100 days? Like, it just, I can't ditch this surreal feeling of like, is this real? And then I'm like, okay, coronavirus is real. It's really dangerous. This is really, really real. But it's like, I just have these moments, and it just makes me want to shut down. Like, it just makes me want to be like, what's the point? And so anyways, procrastination has been a big one for me, and I'm trying to let myself slow down. Like this week, there were a couple days where I did just, I mean, I was still editing, but I let myself like sit on the couch. I let the house get messy for a day. I didn't unpack all of our bags. Like, I was just like, you need a break. And it was hard, but I just said, it can get messy. Like, sometimes I need to just give myself that space to do nothing, and as a mom, that's hard. But anyways, yeah, procrastination is a huge one for me, and I think now more than ever, this time could be used as like a giant reason to do nothing, like for all of us. And when this first started, I was actually, you guys, full disclosure, when this first started, when I thought it was going to be 2-week quarantine, I was totally excited. Underneath everything of like, what's happening? I was like, this is rad. I'm going to sit at home, make videos, and knit for 2 weeks. I don't have to take the kids to school. It's like kind of a staycation. I mean, as 2 weeks rolled into 2 months, I obviously started to get more anxiety and like, what's going on, and this is a horrible reason to do a staycation. But that's full disclosure, my journey in like 2 sentences. I was like kind of excited to not have to pack the car and take kids around a city that's like, my life feels like it's run by their schedule. So now I'm like, when's school gonna start? Because remember that, like, I feel like it may never start again. I'm like, no, this is not, homeschooling should be a choice, you know? Anyways, okay, so now I'm just gonna wrap up with my last point of being honest and being loving, and just find ways to celebrate life and yourself. Again, if you're feeling horrible, please take the time to acknowledge that. Please make space for it. I do not want you to think like, oh, I don't feel like going to the beach in my living room, I must be a horrible person. Like, no, it's not that. It's that I think if we're honest about where we're at, and we're honest with each other, and please don't let your conversations with your friends become about politics. I know it's really hard right now, but I feel like it's part of what's keeping us all separate. So like, really try to get back to your human experience of loving and giving people compassion, and trying and understanding, and knowing that we're all getting different information for whatever reason, and we have different opinions about what's happening. So yes, be honest about where you're at, but also be very loving, be very compassionate to yourself first. If you feel awful, give yourself love in that, you know, like, that's okay. So I feel I've probably gone over this again and again and again, but it's a beautiful life no matter how hard it is. We have to admit that we're breathing and we're here, and that's something to be thankful for. We have today, there's, even if it's just a few of us, we have each other to be like, amen, yeah, sparkle on. So yeah, and celebrate yourself. Like, I've been really beating myself up, like feeling that I'm not, you know, whatever enough, and then I have to get back to Alyssa, and like, I'm terrified to watch the playback. Yahoo, says my mom. I'm terrified to watch the playback because I feel like I'm gonna watch it and be like, oh, your voice, or oh, you just, you know, that's what I do when I watch myself. Like what, you know. So, but I have to just love myself, love my voice, love my point of view. Yes to being tired and taking a nap. Lots of naps for people right now. My husband mysteriously gets tired in the middle of the day. I think that's probably a form of depression, but we need to take a nap and heal ourselves It's okay to be depressed when everything is changing and we don't know what's happening. So yes, if it's laying down and taking a nap without judgment, that's the key. See? That's what creeps in. It's the shame. So I believe that love, and my mom, and my mom's overworked. So many people are overworked, right? Those of us that are working more and she's always working from home, so she knows about working from home. So I think to fight the shame and to fight the fear, it is love. Yes, and I have been everyone, right? I was up till 2:30 last night. My mom says she's been staying up so late. Yeah, I mean, I slept until 10 today, you guys. Like, a year ago, if you told me as a mom, a stay-at-home mom, I would be sleeping until 10, I'd be like, you're crazy. You have no idea my life. So things are different right now. So what I wanted to say is to fight the fear and to fight the shame, it is love in its purest form, real love, and curiosity. So keep learning, keep being curious, keep just, let's breathe it all in and out, you guys. I feel like I want to end this. I was going to start this with a Goddess Oracle card, because why not? What a great way to ignite our imagination and our curiosity and our connection to the divine. Like, it doesn't need to be real. We don't need to debate if tarot cards work. So I'm going to go run my little tail over there to the bookshelf. Oh, no, wait, to my camera bag, because it's my camera bag. Get the Goddess Oracle cards, end it with a card, and be like, let's sparkle on for another week. And I will see you guys again on Thursday. I think 1:30. It was kind of all over the place because of technical difficulties today, but that is my goal. I know it's every Thursday, and I'm kind of locking down a time that works for me and for you, so I'm gonna be real. There's a military helicopter flying by. They fly by 3 times a day, and that's all that's in the sky. Strange times, you guys. However, I'm not gonna live in fear. That's not gonna help me or anybody. I will be back with my Goddess Oracle card. Camera bag flying in. Okay. Here we go. Have I missed any? Okay. All right, cool. Boom. Mom, I love you. You're chatting it up. That's so great. Yes, and Vanessa, I am open to, I like the one-on-one coffee dates too, because I think, like, I know this is kind of a one-way conversation. I know you guys can chat with me, but it's the best I can do on this channel to, like, connect with whoever's out there. I really do want to form a community on this channel. I'm just kind of struggling with how I do that. Again, I've been on YouTube for 10 years, and there's been hills and valleys to my producing content, to people watching it and then not watching it, and all of that. Kids happened, life happened. So trying to connect on a regular basis, and hopefully people enjoy connecting. Okay, but if you want to do a coffee, Zoom, or FaceTime, or whatever, that I am open to that too. All right, ladies and gents, I think I have all females here, which I love. I'm good, just hanging in like everyone else. How are you holding up? Yeah, right? Aren't we just like hanging in? That's why I was really nervous about, like, I didn't want to say cope. I didn't want to sound like I'm just coping, but I feel like it is a coping situation for a lot of us. Like, and I have to say that being in Los Angeles is much harder than when I was in the Central Coast visiting my family. It's really like, yeah, people are wearing masks and like things are a little different, but it really wasn't heavy, you know? So I get that, thumbs up. I get that it's different. Yeah, I'm still going. It's different. Do you need something? I'm almost done. I'm doing one card. I feel like I'm not feeling it yet. Usually it like happens right away. I'm like, it's this card. But I don't think you can do it wrong, but I'm gonna do this card here. Okay. Ooh, you guys. Look at the, I don't know if you guys can see it with the glare. Yeah, so my mom says, since I work from home, not much has changed for me. Grateful, and I am healthy. So this one is Diana. A lot of us are familiar with her, some maybe not. It says, focused intention. I'm like, I'm doing that YouTube like, what? That'll be the still. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. That's like, I hope that really supports whoever gets to this point in the video, because I think, especially as YouTubers, we need this affirmation so much, because we can work and work and work around the clock and feel like nothing's happening, that growth is really slow. Nobody will ever find my videos. Nobody will ever know how to get to my chat because it's unlisted mysteriously, like today. But I feel like this is such an amazing affirmation that if you have something like a goal that you had, and I think an important way to look at this is like maybe a goal you had before the quarantine started, maybe not, maybe your goals have shifted, but for me, like my goal before all of this to restart this channel and really like make it happen, it's been a very bumpy ride trying to do it while there's a quarantine, while there's social unrest, while there's injustice in the world that everyone is like, you know, it's exploding all over the place. Like, it's been really hard to continue on my goal and my intention. But this goddess, Diana, who is so powerful, she's a warrior, is saying, look at her with her, she's like a magical bow and arrow, and she is not messing around. She's like, you're going to hit your mark. Let that fire up your imagination, ladies. That's awesome. And even if your mark is feeling better, that's okay. That's a great goal. Even if your mark is like getting out of the house this week to go on a nature hike, that's a mark. That like it really stuck with me. I saw Lady Gaga with one of those like conversations with Oprah, and she was saying that some days, because of the medical conditions she's dealing with and her mental state and like what's going on for her, some days it was just hard for her to get out of bed and she'd be in pain. And she said even just like taking a shower or doing something like that would be so monumental, because she did something that she really didn't want to do and that was really hard for her to do. So sometimes even just something as simple as getting out of the house to walk, or, you know, eating a healthy dinner, or whatever it is that's like your goal for that day, you know the struggle you're going through to make that happen. So acknowledge yourself in making that happen. So that's it. That's my video. It was very clumsy and very difficult to get to this point. How long has it been? 84 minutes later. I'm gonna have a hard time with the playback, but hopefully I'll have the chapters and the timestamps set up probably in the next couple days, because it takes a long time for these videos to process on my phone. So thank you so much, all of you that were here. You brought like such an amazing energy that really lifted me up, because honestly, I was dreading this video last night. I couldn't sleep. I really feel, I mean, full disclosure, I'm feeling like a loser on YouTube. Like, I can't get it right no matter how hard I try. I can't figure out like it all. So yeah, like thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your sparkle, all of you going, yeah, woohoo. It really means everything, and I hope in just our celebration, the small group of us this morning, hello, hopefully it brings that kind of affirmation and positive vibes, and like just empowers people that watch the playback. So someone just popped in. There's a couple of new people. Thank you so much for finding my channel, finding this video. I do live videos every Thursday. My plan is to start at 1:30. Sometimes there's some technical hiccups. But yeah, so hope to see you again, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.